Welcome to my happy place where colors swirl and hearts embrace. Happy Place Creations, my happy place.
Welcome to Happy Place Creations. Today I have this cute little kitty photo frame mold. And we're going to use a bunch of alcohol inks. And this is a technique that I'm trying to learn. So I'm going to be using some Resin Epoxy, and I'm going to be pouring it into the kitty cat. And then I'm going to be putting the alcohol ink in, and we're going to be layering it. So let me go mix up some resin, and I'll be right back. And here we are. Now I'm going to add just a touch bit of crushed crystal as soon as I can locate it. Here it is.
Making magic every day, babe.
Need to find something just to give me a tiny little bit, but not that tiny. Because this stuff goes a long ways. Just to give it a little bit of sparkle, that's all. I don't know if you can see that or not in there. There we go. Break it up a little bit, but I don't want to add bubbles. I think I'm going to add a little bit more, because this stuff will sink. And I want to add some sparkle. Through that alcohol ink, because I'm not going to add anything. I'm going to use the clear this time. But I don't want any big chunks, that's all. There we go. Because it is a very fine powder. I think it's a powder. It's crystal. I think it's glass. I'm not quite sure. I just saw it in another video and said, oh, that is so cool, and decided to buy it. Alrighty, I got it mixed in now. It's nice. I love this stuff. Alrighty, we'll get started. Now, I'm going to spray my mold with alcohol first. Now, I'm going to be very generous about it. Now, I'm going to spray some, I'm going to put some alcohol in areas. Now, if you watched my last video with the dog, I used mica powder first. This time, I'm not. So I'm just going to start using some colors. Oh. And I'm just going to use different colors everywhere. Oops, I didn't mean to do 2 drops there. And apparently I got floaters coming off my bottles, so I better check my bottles, because they have been sitting. And I do need to get something to get that out of there, because I do not want those little, well, those are breaking up anyway off the bottles. But I do like how that alcohol is spreading. And I don't want to repeat my colors. I just want different. What in the world? Got black flies. This is Maine. Now my colors have stopped moving. This is not a very deep mold. Oh, I got a double shot on that one. I do want some of this in the foot, though. I am going to put some yellow in here, because yellow does disappear. We're going to put some more resin. And then I'm going to put another layer of ink. Oh, I think this one's either not open or plugged. So I guess I'm going to have to skip it until I know where my thumbtack is. Thought I had them all open. Put some purple in here. I think, yeah, we go. Whoops, overshot. Let's get some in the ear, some in the tail. I don't really have a pattern, if you haven't noticed. I do want that color in the tail. Should get out my sinker. See if that would work. Help, I mean. There we go, some pink. I want that in the tail. In the tray. I'm definitely going to try it with some deeper molds. Oh, another one. And I'm going to let it sit for about 15 minutes. And then I'm going to come through with my tool. And I'm going to twirl it a little bit. Whoop! Cover flew right off that one. We're going to have to go find it. Now, which ones have I not used? This one. Because I got to still do the spot right there. Do a little, I think that's enough. So let's go and do this. Now let me get that color out, because these colors do stain my mats. I don't get them up. Okay. Now I do have a cover floating around. And luckily it ended up right under my feet. So let's do this first. So first I put in some color. Now I put in a little bit of... If you've never worked with alcohol ink before, let me tell you, it does have a pungent odor. Okay, now let's get some color in here. I like the blue, so that's why I got my blue in there. Some green. I don't know what's going to happen. What colors we're going to get. Or what color's going to take over. Put this one in. Got to put some more resin in. And then we'll put a little bit more ink. Now remember, as you're putting in this ink, it's raising the level of your project. A little bit of red. And I am going to have some extra. Now, I just going to wait. I'll let that sit a few minutes. Just want to get the sides cleaned off a little bit. There we go. Now, I'm going to come in here, and I'm just going to do this. Just so I don't have any dots where I put the ink in. And I might end up with a swirl pattern. Because right now I cannot see anything. But I just don't know where, where I dropped the ink. I don't want to have any dots. That's why I'm doing this. So I'll just go through it a little bit. And then I'll stop. And I'm going to do the same here, where I put the dots in. I'm just going to do a couple of swirls, down and back, and then I'm going to leave it alone. You actually need a little bit more resin on each one. And I'm going to be very careful on how I put it in. I just want to raise the level. I don't want to mess up my pattern or leave any clear spots, you know what I mean? Because if you dome it now, you won't have any problems later. But I don't want to overfill it. I think that's good. I should have done that before I did this. Just so in case, where I just put that resin in. Alrighty, and now I'm going to leave it alone and let it cure. And I'm going to make some more puppy hearts for my free gifts from my shop. And I didn't clean off my mold from when I made the dog, as I went right from making that video to making this one. Let me just clean this mold up a little bit, and then I'll make the hearts. And I thought I'd bring you back at the other camera while we did the puppy hearts. So I'm going to spray with alcohol. And I'm going to dump in some of the resin. Now remember, if you do this, you want to make sure you leave room for your alcohol, because your alcohol will raise the level. Oh, I didn't spray the little ones. It's still a little shaky from that bite. It's spider bite. Alrighty, now I'll leave that in case I have to add some more resin to any of them. Okay, I'm gonna go for a pink and a purple. I'll just do pink in each one. And I'll just grab another color because it spreads quick. Whoa, I didn't mean to get that much blue in that one. Each one's going to react different. As a, oh, that's one that's not open. And that one's not open. Come on. That's a yellow. I think I got yellow in that one already. No rhyme or reason, which I'm adding. I'm just adding. Then I'll let them sit for a little bit, and then I'll come back and twirl them. I don't like this bottle. This one's almost out. This one's brown. I don't want brown in the small ones. Let's go. Oh, I missed totally. I think that's enough. I think I might be putting too much ink in, but we'll see. I'll go grab my sinker, and as far as these hearts are concerned, I'm going to put a little bit of something up here, just so I can get some color in the column. And then I'll put some more resin in. Had a little bit too much on my stick when I did that, but that's okay. I can move it right out of the way, and it'll soak right down into the other one. Same with this one. I just want to get that pendant covered on the top. That's going to hold the chain and get that color down in the pendant. Just like that. Then you can come back and swirl them now that they've sat a little bit. They're not spreading anymore. Just to get a pattern in them. Now I'm just adding a little bit more in the center, just to lighten up the center, to pull out the colors, plus to fill up the heart. And this is going to be pretty. Just trying to dome them is all I'm doing. I think that's it. I'll clean this one up, so it'll be easier on the demold. These are all good. But those little ones could take just a little bit more. See them getting thick? That means the hearts are getting thick as well. Everything's getting thick. Just want to raise it, and it'll cause some transparency in the middle. That's all we need. I'm just going to check, see where I could possibly use up this little bit that's in this cup without wasting it. If I could use it in this project, I think I could get it in a cat. Guess I'm going to use a little bit in the roast in the flour too. Here we go. And I will be back when everything is ready to be demolded. Hi everyone, our project has cured. And I ended up with one little bubble right here on the back. But that's okay. And I got a couple little bubbles here on the back here. I don't not know what happened. But my extras all came out good, my giveaway gifts. So let's check those out. Let's start with the little ones first. Oh, look at that. Can you see through those? You can't, can you? Let's get a piece of paper towel. Let's get something white behind them. That didn't help, but I know what will. Well, hold right on. Let me grab a flashlight. Found it. Look at this. You can see right through it. You know what? Let me put you on the other camera. Here we go. And I'll just put a little bit of light behind it. And then you can see it. You can see right through it. Let me see how I can do this. There we go. Now you can see right through it. That is so cool. Oh, next one too. How about I do a paper towel, and then it won't be so bright in your eyes. There we go. Much better, much better. Look at that. Let's bring the other one back. See the design? I can do this right. There we go. Get myself lined right up. Let's see how this one came out. Let me just hold this way. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Those came out amazing. Let me just get them all out. And then I'll show them to you all at one at a time. Let's get the last small one. Oh, look at that. Just amazing. Let's check out the big one. See if them do this. Oh, yes. Look at that. That alcohol technique really worked good. Can you imagine sun shining through those? What would be so perfect? Oh, I like this one. Looks like glass. Absolutely perfect. I'll have to figure out if I want to put a background on those. I'm going to leave this out for our kitty. Now, let's get the base done first. Let's see how this came out. This is much cured more than the dog was in the last video, if you saw that video. Let's get my mold back. Ooh, it almost looks like it's raining down. I know you can. Oh, yes, you can. You can see it. Let's go this way. No, I'm all done with the light. Okay. I'll bring it up close to you. There we go. See that? Looks like it's raining down in. Or let's go this way. Kind of looks like the alcohol ink is dripping down in. Oh, I do see a couple little bubbles down inside. Let's see the cat. I got a little over there, but I can clip that right off. I'm going to put my kitty's picture in here. Lulu's in the other one. I just got a little bit to snip off here. And that's my emery board. Just enough to snip that off. Like so. I guess I got a little bit to go off here. There we go. I think we're all good now. Yep. Are you ready? Here we go. Oh, it came out black, but that's all right because my cat's mostly black. It means I put a little bit too much ink in. But look at that. And I learn, and that means I'm going to do it again. But look at the sparkle. That crystal sure did its thing. So I will put less alcohol ink in next time. Now, let's see. How can I dress this one up where it's mostly black? So I'm going to want mostly white colors or light colors to the front. I'll clean my mat up. So let me grab some markers and I will be right back.
Pour it, swirl it, watch it shine. That's the magic, that's the art. Handmade treasures from the heart.
Alrighty. Just shaking up my markers here. I got white in my hand. I think I'm going to give him some white whiskers. Just like that. Just so we can see it. Just to add a little bit of color where he's so dark. I'm going to give him some, let's give him a white nose. I got to tip it in order to see where I'm coloring. There. Now, how about his eyes? I think I'll give him some colored eyes. Now, between the toes, this is not going to fit between the toes. So, I am going to get out one of my specialty brushes so that I can get between the toes. And that is one of these. And I'll just clean it off with alcohol after. But I got to get some paint to the end. Whoa! I think I got some paint. Just so I can get in between. That just dried right up on me on that towel. This one didn't. Get that right off there before it dries. Oh, got quite a bit of paint right there. Get that with a little bit of alcohol in just a minute. Meanwhile, I'll grab this while it's here. Got to tip it in order to see. I'm going to go over this one again. Got a straggler on my brush. That is perfectly fine. Oops, I don't want to get my hand in the paint. Just want to get his fingers and his toenails. A little bit of color. There we go. I'm going to clean up my brush while I have it right here, because I'm not sure if I'm going to use the white again. Meanwhile, I'm going to bend this over, and I'm just going to wipe off what's on the top here that I didn't want there. So it will stay in the toes. Oops. It's coming through the paper towel. There we go. Clean him right up. A little bit of alcohol does the trick. Meanwhile, it's leaving what we put in the indents. So now, what are we going to use for his eye color? Let's see, my kitty has blue eyes. Let me just get this paint off my mat so I don't get it everywhere. Make sure the cover's on here. So I'm going to go with blue, because he is a boy and he does have blue eyes. So I'm going to go with this blue, but I can't even see it. So I guess I'm not going to go with the blue. I am going to go with, just wipe that right off. Now, let's find a color that's for a boy that we can use that's light. Let's go with this yellow. Let's make sure I got some paint. I haven't used these in a while, and they've been sitting in the shed, and it does get warm out there. You probably can hear Lulu pacing across the floor. What's the matter, baby? And then I'll put just a slight dot of black in there, just to give him a pew. Oh, I wiped off part of the whiskers. So now I have to put them back on there. There we go. Let's just get them a little bit more white. There we go. Now I'll probably have to do the eyes again too when it dries. But I want to see what I can use to, let's see. I have my thin pens right here. But I want to see what I can use. Probably this gray might work. I don't know how well of an outline that would be. No, it's pretty light. Well, let's go for the yellow. Oops, I'm thinking it's a paint pen. Let's see what the yellow gives us. I do that too? No? It's just not gonna work, huh? Now this tail's down where the dog tail was up top. I just want to highlight so we know where the features are, but these aren't going to work. Got to have something here. I know I do. I got to have. Let's see. What are these? These are chalk writers. So that probably won't work. But you know what? We can always try, right? No, that's too big. Let's try. Let's see. I must have something here that will work. Goodness gracious, I have a ton of kind of markers here. Let's try this acrylic one. Well, that one's not working either. I guess I better buy myself some new markers. They seem to all be dried up. That's pink. That's not a boy. This one's blue. Let's see if this one's going to work. There we go. I don't really like how that's going on there, though. No. Let's try this metallic one. There we go. That one's working well. Lulu, please stop. Grammy's recording. There we go. Whoop. And then I just want to outline the paws. Whoops. Like I said, I have to tip it to find it. There we go. There we go. I know, Daddy came in and left you in. Hold on a moment, please. My son's out working on his truck, and he left the dog in. He just come in and brought the dog with him, and he left the dog behind. There. Now, let me just get that off the top there. So that's not where that's supposed to be. There. Now, let's, oop, got the tail. There we go. Got that wrong right there. There we go. Doesn't look very bright right there. On. There we go. Oh, I was going to put a dot right in the eye. And there we go. There's our kitty cat. Isn't that cute? Oh, we're going to have to put him on a stand, but I'm trying not to touch anything, get it wet or anything, but here he is. Yeah, he is, because my cat is a boy. There's our little frame.
Thanks for watching, hope you had a blast. Enjoy your stay and make these moments last. Please come back soon, don't be a stranger now. Hit that subscribe and ring the bell somehow. Give me a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. We're always crafting something, one and all. Same crafty channel, same crafty time. Every single video, watch it shine. Same crafty channel, same crafty time. See you soon, it's always resin time. Thanks for watching, bye for now. Happy Blaze Creations, take a bow.